Hello, friends. I'm so excited to welcome you to the Mind Maverick Rosalind Bosco today because of the great, exciting expose by News Nation and especially by Ross Coulthart, who is an investigative journalist, and Jake Barber, who is a US veteran of the Air Force, and he was also a pilot who was engaged in retrieving material connected to aliens and alien spacecraft. Let me just share pictures of these people, my dear friends. So yesterday, News Nation has been telling for quite some time that they are going to bring out this information about aliens and alien retrieval, especially retrieval of alien spacecraft by the US forces. And then we also know that David Grush gave, he swore under oath in the US, before the US Congress, about aliens and how he was involved in material connected with aliens and alien bodies. And let me show the picture of the second whistleblower, who is Jake Barber, and who, after 2 years of more than many years of persuasion by Ross Coulthart, an investigative journalist who has been pursuing this story for so many years, has come forward and given his his testimony to the public. And there are so many people like me who have had experiences with the otherworldly dimensions. And I feel vindicated and so happy to bring this information to you, my dear friends. As a researcher of consciousness, I have been interested, and I have uh, I have published videos where I have openly said that you can connect to uh, other dimensions through your consciousness. And this is exactly what Jake Barber has mentioned in his interview with Ross Coulthart and with News Nation. And I have also published videos in my own channel, the Mind Maverick Rosalind Bosco. Now, let me share the pictures of these gentlemen. And this is Jake Barber for you, my friends, who has come out with his a testimony for you. And again, this is this is Ross Coulthart, an investigative journalist who has brought out all the information. And Ross Coulthart is a very charismatic journalist in that he has dedicated so much of his time and energy in spite of so many negative influences that have tried to prevent this grand expose. And again, he has brought this out into the open. And again, this is the News Nation exclusive, which has brought out the whole, which has been recorded with great danger to the people who have recorded this egg-shaped object, which you see, this egg-shaped object, which they say was almost the size of a big SUV. And this was piloted by Jake Barber. And so, my dear friends, the governments of all over the world have been hiding this information from us. And as a researcher of consciousness, I have had many experiences with the stars and with the spatial the spacecraft. I have had a very I have seen these kind of orbs. I have seen golden orbs, which I have shared on my channel in public. But then I also have to say, because there was not, because the governments were refusing this information from being made public. There were people who looked uh, at uh, at people like me with skepticism, and who just made fun of us, and said and refused to believe this information. But now that so many whistleblowers have come out into the open, and especially people like Jake Barber, who has made his information go viral all over the world, I think this will be accepted. And one more thing that I would like to tell you, my friends, is that as a researcher of consciousness, I would like to tell you that we are not alone in this universe. We are definitely not alone in this universe. There are some institutions, like our social institutions and religious institutions and academic institutions, which try to convince us that only human beings rule the universe. But it is definitely not true. Anybody who has had spiritual experiences and psychic experiences will vouch that will vouch for the fact that we are not alone in this universe. And it really brings tears to my eyes to hear Jake Barber say that he was filled with a sense of great beauty which brought him close to tears. And he was filled with the presence of a feminine energy after he came in contact with you remember that I told you that he was engaged in transporting these alien spacecraft to unknown destinations. His duty was to just take them to destinations which are even unknown by him. And then there were many people who were engaged um, in in there were many people who were engaged in preventing this information from going outside. And we are very much thankful to Ross Coulthart and Jake Barber for bringing out this information, because it also brings credibility to a lot of people who have spiritual experiences and who have experienced a number of incidents which people might be ashamed to bring out into the open, because this topic has been made taboo by world leaders, by religious institutions who want us to believe that we are alone in this universe. This cannot continue, my friends. And again, I thank especially NewsNation and Ross Coulthart and Jake Barber uh, for being willing to bring out this testimony before the US Congress. And read my books on Amazon: God as Our Backs, The Brimstone Fallacy, Co-Create with Your Universe, and Highlights of a Course in Miracles. And subscribe to me on YouTube, my dear friends. This is Rosalind Bosco, the Mind Maverick, signing off. And I would like to tell you, I would be publishing more of my videos and sharing my own experiences of these extraterrestrial elements, which I have video footages of as a researcher of consciousness. And thanks for listening to me. This is Rosalind Bosco, the Mind Maverick, signing off. Thank you.